This is Paranormal Short Session 24 by Keith Evans, and I'm at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Today is the 4th of October 2022, and it is a Tuesday. Right now I'm looking at the tombstone of says in memory of John B. Elton, who died June 3rd, 1865, age 33. Mary Elizabeth Elton, age 15 months. So it must be a combination grave for the two Eltons. I'm sorry that the one Elton died at 15 months old, Mary Elizabeth. It's very young to pass away. But that is a truly interesting tombstone. And I just like to ask the Eltons, how did the tombstone get damaged at the top? It looks like an Ovilus. Now this is called an Ovilus Vb, but it's not the physical Ovilus. It's a piece of equipment made by digital dowsing. So I'm going to turn it on, and that's my question. How did this Ovilus tombstone get damaged? So far there's no words. View chest. Well, the view is the tombstone. Are you talking about chest as far as having a heart to care about the broken tombstone? Let's go on the other side and see if there's any words. I don't see anything on this side. Sometimes the rear will have a couple names. Okay, there might be a couple names here. They could be centered within a plot for 4. Josephine May Elton, and she died November 20th, 1860. I got another word on the Ovilus. Let me see if I can see it without the view is V-I-E-W, chest is C-H-E-S-T, and bridge is B-R-I-D-G-E. Did you like to play the card game Bridge? I'm going to say Joseph May Elton, daughter of J. B. Elton, died November 20th, 1860, age 6 days. Wow, I'm sorry about that. You can see how it got broken off. I think it was an Ovilus. Kathleen, is that you saying bridge? If it is, thanks for choosing a word, Kathleen. I appreciate that. That would be Kathleen Hayes from the Hayes House. I'd like to let all the ghost spirits know that I'm putting this on social media. Probably going to do a couple clips for Instagram. And the Ovilus Vb in my video camera, as best that I know, will not harm a ghost or spirit. If you choose a word from the Ovilus Vb, you will be depleting your energy, so take that in consideration. I don't know how that would hurt you. You know more about that than I do. If I was ever did before, I have no memory of it. All right. Bridge is spelled B-R-I-D-G-E. Hey, let's go over here, and we have a footstone here. I don't see any writing on it. And then we have another tombstone, which, let me zoom in on it. It says, in loving memory of St. Clair Hartman, born, excuse me, excuse me, born in Augusta County, Virginia. It looks like March 29th, 1825. Died in Apalachicola, June 12th, 1897. All right. Let's move over to this next tombstone. Let's see if we got any more words. Don't appear that I did. Oh, I did. Wrong, R-O-N-G, cook, C-O-O-K, and cause, C-A-U-S-E. I thought I heard something. Sounded like it was a noise behind me, and it was actually the Ovilus. Alright, what am I wrong about? What is wrong? Cook and cause. I don't know, what did the cook cause to go wrong? Alright, we got Jenny, wife of St. Clair Hartman, August 22nd, 1883. And apparently that's the year she died, 53, in her 53rd year. That's a neat little tombstone. It's got a little footstone here, a little footstone there. Oh, it sounds like we're getting more words. How come you all whispering? I can barely hear you. Guy, G-U-Y, Garden, G-A-R-D-E-N, and do, D-O. The Guy Garden do. I did have a garden, but I didn't get much. I got these little tiny tomatoes at the very end. I think I got about 20 or 30 of them. I still got like 15 more to eat. Well, they're pretty good. They're not, and when the dry weather was here, they were very tough on the inside. These are pretty good. Do these words have anything to do with Jenny or the other St. Clair Hartman? It seems like both of those St. Clair Hartman, and this was also St. Clair Hartman. Is that like a last name or something? I don't know. That's kind of mysterious. Alright. Is that some type of water sprinkler? I don't know, but it's out in the middle here. So, this looks really rusty. Alright, it looks like they had a little thing on top of there that got broken off from here. It looked like it had a little holder for flowers that got broken off. But it's still got its nice footstone and its nice little grave cradle. Now this is Grady, G-R-A-D-Y. Allison St. Clair Hartman. Well, I'm saying Allison St. Clair Market. Well, this says St. Clair Hartman. That must be the last name. Allison must be the first name. And she was the wife of E.G. Grady, died October 7th, 1885, age of 24. Wow, that's rather young. We got some more words. Guy, Garden, do. Do is D-O. That's the same that we had before. Anyway, let me zero in on this interesting little tombstone here. That's like a leaf with a flower over it. That's pretty cool. And this one is John E. Grady. It's got Grady, must be the surname. August 4th, 1850, wow, probably 3, to April 13th, 1905. It's got a little Mason, it's hard to see, but little Mason logo at the top. It's fairly worn away. And it's got a nice little grave cradle with a heavier footstone at the part of the grave cradle and a little, I guess you say, place for flowers or potted plant. Excuse me while I cough. As you all know, it's not paranormal. Trying to go in a row here so I can easily establish where I've been and where I'm going in the future. Alright, this one here is it's got a little wooden grave cradle. I think that's the first grave cradle I've seen that's been wooden. That's pretty neat. And it says, gosh, Samuel Johnson, Reverend D. Johnson. Looks like he passed away in 1844. Anyway, let me get a close-up so people at home might be able to read it better than me. The next big thing I have to do is get my eyes examined. Alright. We'll go down this way. Now, this is like a flat stone here. It says Myrtle J. Peck, infant daughter, Charles J. and Mary Peck. Let's see if we got any more words. Yeah, I did. Percent. I don't know if you all can hear it when the words are chosen, but I'm not hearing diddly squat. Percent, magic, and safe. Percent is P-E-R-C-E-N. Magic is M-A-G-I-C. And safe is S-A-F-E. Well, there's no percentage of magic. What I'm doing is just communicating with the dead in a respectful way and with the tools that I have. The technology of the day. So, percent magic. There's no percent magic at all, and it's safe. Definitely safe. You have nothing to worry about. To the best of my knowledge, if you feel that in any way that my Ovilus Vb is hurting you, if you feel that the energy you have to use is hurting you in some way, then please don't choose a word. If you feel that somehow my video camera is hurting you, which is this part here that I'm holding, I'm shaking, well, just stay away from the video camera. But I don't see how it could, but I'm always open to learn new things. That's an interesting footstone between the two. Alright, this one has a little footstone. A pretty neat little tombstone here. It's got a brick base. It's got something written down here. See if I can zoom in on that. I can't read it, but maybe somebody at home will be able to read it. Yeah, it's got that base at the bottom. It's got a second part. It's got a third part which says, "My son Sam Houston." And then it's got that little part on top. It looks like the New Orleans Saints emblem. Alright. Now, let's go over to this one, which is cracked. It's got the initials S-H-A. Alright. You can see the crack down. It's small, so it was probably a child or an infant. I mean, a child or, at least probably a child being that small. Infants are usually that size, so an adult is usually like the full covering of the space that an adult would take up. With that, it's probably a little less than 3 feet, so that would probably be a young child. I think we got another word. Copper, C-O-P-P-E-R, and living, L-I-V-I-N-G, and sail, S-A-I-L. I don't have any copper. It might be some type of copper. Sin, S-I-N-N. Well, I don't know about you. Maybe you're talking about yourself, but I haven't committed any sins. Yes, I am living. Sail? No, I don't go out on sailboats. I've only been in a boat one time and I didn't enjoy it, so I never went back. I've never been a fan of the water. So living is Living. Sail is Sail. Sin is Syn. All right. Let's go over here and not leave anything out. There's one tombstone that's here in the corner. As you can see, I'm coming up on it. Kind of like, what I'll do is go around it and show the back. I think the Ovilus is saying more. That's cars going by. That's not paranormal. I'm close to the road. All right, let me look. I'm not nerve stay. I'm not as AMNOT. Nerve is NERVE. Stay is STY. I'm not nerve stay. You're not nervous? I can stay? Well, I'm not going to stay much more than an hour because I have other things to do. I got to work on my car a little bit tonight. So, this has got a little footstone here at the bottom. And it's a little, it says, in memory of James, gosh, I think it's S. Mick O'Lily. If you can see it at home, then you're doing better than me. It's kind of got a stain, and I think it's weathered to the point that it's etched somewhat. So if you can see that at home, leave me a comment with the information. But at this point, I'm going to move on to this. At the top, it's very decorative. I would imagine there were bars here that are no longer here. I'm going to go up along this way. Then I'm going to cut across, go behind the tombstone here that we just talked about, and see if there's a name on here. So the gate is towards the back, because as you can see, that one's in really bad shape. The stone is wearing away. That one just has tarnish on it. This is W.M. Fuller. Okay, W.M. Fuller. Apparently it had bars in there at one time, I would imagine, but time has rusted the bars away. Now there was a I think husband and wife by the last name Fuller that ran a motel in town. It's right where the People's South Bank is now. It was right on that corner. Yes, Mary A. Fuller, born, see if we got any more words. I'm sorry, Mary, I want to see if there's got any words that you might be trying to speak. Wow, it's hard to, I'm not nerve stay. Okay. It's got a nice grave cradle with a foot stove. It's got the little base and a little, some type of stone. I don't see anything written on it. It says Mary A. Fuller, born June 1st, 1840, and died, looks like May 4th, 1905. So apparently their motel rivaled with the other motels in town as far as being, nice for that time period. And here's a base here. The part of the cradle is either sunk in or missing. And the little base has a little footstone, and then it's just like Mary's. It's got a 3 sections: the base, smaller base, and then the tombstone. Oh gosh, William Fuller, born Baltimore, Maryland. I didn't know Mr. Fuller was from Baltimore, Maryland. Cool. Born 14, I think. I might be wrong. And died May 31st, 1894. Huh. I could have swore the Fullers had lived longer, because I think the Fuller Motel, its remains were here in the 1970s, and I think there had been a couple fires and it had been abandoned, and I think it was torn down between the 70s and 80s. So, well, thank you, Mary Fuller and William Fuller, for the motel that you had here in town. Appreciate that. All right, we're at close to 21 minutes. Let's see what we have over here. This looks fairly nice tombstone. Richard Pickett Rice, excuse me, 1878 to 1893. Stephen Ewing Rice, 1838 to 1919. Emily Pickett Rice, 1848 to 1938. Nice tombstones. Let's see if we got any more words. I hate for a ghost to chime in with a word, and I think they're trying to say, "I'm not nervous, stay." Well, I don't feel that any ghost or spirits are nervous, and that would not, how a ghost or spirit feels would not stop me from doing an hour-long session. Let me see. That one's very hard to read, so if you can read it at home, let me know. And then we got another one over here. It's got grass on top of it. I can zoom in, but I only get part of it. A memorial of Robert Roy Rice, born in Apalachicola, September 14th, looks like 1887, died Rockport, Texas, October 22nd, 1972. Well, that's fairly new. Then we have, it looks like Rob Roy Rice, Sherry Rice. It's two. Okay, this is the one that people were asking about, because it says September 24th, 1944, and passed away September 24th, 2034. The other one says March 8th, 1950, and March 8th, 2040. Yeah, you notice how it's September. Parents of Rob Roy Rice IV and Holly M. Downs. Now, parents of which one? Rob or Roy or Sherry Rice? So anyway, I don't know what the hell that's about, but Rob Roy Rice, December 2nd, 1910 to December 4th, 1980. So this says Rob Roy Rice. So, and that says Rob Roy. And then over here, this says Rob Roy Rice. Born in Apalachicola, September 14th. So, September 14th, 1887, and passed away in that Rockport, Texas, October 22nd, 1972. It says buried at sea. So, I don't know. It's there, but I just question a tombstone like that when they put September 24th, and then March 8th. I would not take that seriously, because you know, there's a Rob Roy Royce there, Rob Roy Bryce. That's a play on words. Hate to be disrespectful, but you know, something don't smell right here. You know, something just don't smell right. And now this guy here would have died in 72. He may have been the father of this Rob Roy Rice, who was born in 1910 and died in 1980, looks like 89. So that's a possibility. It was the senior and junior, but I don't know. That's, to me, that's just maybe somebody done it to attract tourists and vacationers. All right, see what time we got now. It's about almost 27 minutes. I just wanted to say again, because the last time I did this, it cut out on me, so I don't think everyone got to hear it. But you know, this is I'm standing towards the front of near the roadway, but this is what the panorama of the doing at least a 180 of what the Chestnut Street Cemetery looks like in Apalachicola. Now, I come during the day because if I come at night, you're not going to see very much. And if a ghost or spirit does something, they usually do something that's very minor. So I want to catch it, and I can't catch it if it's dark out. So let's look at the Ovilus Vb to see if there's any changes. The ghost spirits kind of keep a low profile here. No, I don't see any changes there. But I come alone, and I have never felt threatened or any in any way feel like I'm not welcome here at the Apalachicola, at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. I think it's a great place with a lot of great ghosts and spirits that have passed away, and I have always felt welcome here. So if you're ever on vacation, just plan ahead, because the area is expensive, at least for my pocketbook, maybe not for yours, but check ahead, get reservations, and come and check it out. Come with respect. Don't come looking to be frightened, because there's nothing to be frightened of. I'm standing here and I'm all by myself. See? All by myself. All right. And I really feel that we need to put more emphasis on paranormal research, figuring out the unknown, and not being frightened. I think cavemen were once frightened of fire. And look at all the things we've been able to do with, you know, thermal energy and heating our homes, and, you know, heating up different composites of iron so we can make strong buildings and make steel. So, you know, if you're afraid of things, you're not going to learn about it, and you're not going to really grow as a human being. So let's not be afraid. Let's look at it as exploring. You know, back when the England and Italy and France were sending ships to explore the Atlantic Ocean, a lot of people thought you're going to fall off the edge. They were very frightened. And it turned out nobody fell off the edge. So, just let you know, this is Paranormal Short Session 24 by Keith Evans at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Today is the 4th of October 2022, and it is a Tuesday. Thanks for all your support and have a good day. Bye-bye.